Yo, what's coming on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I'm going to be showing you some replays today for my Dark Magician deck. Now, the first few duels in this video are just going to look the same because I just find it funny if you use a spellcaster with Secret Village of the Spellcasters, the opponent will just leave straight away. So yeah, I have a few of them at the start because it's pretty hilarious, but later something amazing happens against branded / Tri-Brigade deck. Yep, someone was using both of them. Anyway, here I got lucky. I discarded Soul Servant and got Secret Village of the Spellcasters. And then I drew Skill Drain, I believe. Yep, that was just perfection. And then I went into Linkaribo. Ended my turn. They want to use monster effects, Skill Drain. And they can't use spell cards unless they have a spellcaster. Well, I guess they just couldn't do anything without spell cards. Yeah, a lot of these replays are like 2 turns only. Oh my god, it's just the same thing. But I just find it so funny. Like, just to lock my opponent like this. If you don't get this set up, you just pretty much lose with Dark Magician because we don't have the Battle of Chaos Dark Magician support in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel yet. And Red Eye's Dark Dragoon is still banned. I don't know why. There's so much other broken things, but sure. So here I played Secret Village's Spellcasters, I have Solemn Judgment, Metaverse, and Eternal Soul. And another person who just said, hey, I can't do this anymore. I need to quit. This must be another one, unless it's the OTK I got. Because yeah, not all duels look like this. I actually got an OTK with Dark Magician, which is pretty crazy. I don't think it's this one though. No, it's not this one. So I discarded Soul Servant with Apprentice, and I got Dark Magician to my hand. Then I used Magician's Rod to fuse into the Dark Magicians. And then I used Soul Servant just to basically draw 2 cards. So 1 from Soul Servant and 2 from the Dark Magicians. Got double maxi, my luck, you know. That's how my luck is, unfortunately. So in the draw phase, I used Metaverse, and they used Infinite Permanence on the Dark Magicians. I used Max C for fun, but then I realized, oh, John, wait. You should have waited, you know, like, until they can't play spell cards because they're called by the grave, but doesn't matter. I was like, whatever. Anyway, yeah, that was just dumb, but Metaverse went through. Metaverse. Throat's a little weird. Have a lozenge on my mouth, so gonna sound a bit extra weird. So they left. I just love this. I love it so much. Because some duels are a bit short, like the ones you just saw, I think I saved a lot of Dark Magician replays. But yeah, I think this one goes for like 3 turns, so... Oh, you know what? I think this guy is actually using Runic because I checked their deck after to see what they were using, and it was Runic, so I'm like, no wonder why they couldn't really do anything. So here I used Secrets of Dark Magic to go into the Dark Magicians, and then I used Soul Servant to just basically draw 2 cards, and then yeah, I got Magician Souls, and also got Magician Salvation, sorry, which is amazing because I can get Eternal Soul now. So I summoned Dark Magician with Magician Souls, and then I played Secret Village of the Spellcasters, and yeah, like, this is such a good spot. Like, this is just a really good spot. Yeah, I checked their deck. Yep, Runic. Yep, this is the Runic guy. I'm pretty sure most of them were Runic and branded. But yeah, just basically here, it's like, well, you lose because I'm gonna deal like so much damage now. And I'm pretty sure this is a spell card because you couldn't do anything because you used Runic. So honestly, the only reason why I'm using Dark Magician again, even though it doesn't have Battle of Chaos support and Dragoon, but this is fine. This is fun. This is amazing. Alright, so the next 2 duels are like 5 turns. So they do go a bit longer than the other ones. And then after those 2 duels, I'll show you that amazing OTK I got. So here... Ah, yes, I remember Sai. This guy was using Runic. However, I feel like they couldn't really do as much as every other Runic player can, because they played the field spell and that monster set down one card only. So I feel like they maybe just had a lot of trap cards in their hand. I don't know. So I used Terraforming, went through. I used Secret Village of the Spellcasters, went through. And I was like, alright, I pretty much win, because if you negate Eternal Soul, I'll just use Solemn Judgment. So here they used Runic Tip. I'm like, I'm not going to negate that. There's no point, because as soon as you get that, you're not going to be able to use it because you don't have any spellcasters. So I'd rather use Solemn Judgment on like a spellcaster you summon if you have one, you know. But yeah, so they couldn't do anything because, you know, Secret Village of the Spellcasters. I got Ash Blossom. I was very tempted to summon, you know, Baron, but I'm like, if I do that, I won't have a spell cast on the field for like 1 quick second. So I'm like, I'm not risking it. Like, there's no point. This guy can just not do anything anyway. So, and then they left. So that was amazing. That felt good. That felt good. So this duel's against Sword Soul, and I'm not gonna lie. If I duel against Sword Soul, and I don't have like an amazing setup, like, you know, skill drain, maybe Eternal Soul, Dark Magical Circle, like, or even Maxi, you know, like, I can't really win against them with my Dark Magician deck. And it's because Super Polymerization doesn't have great targets against Sword Soul, unfortunately, unless they summon Dark Monsters, but yeah. So here I use Dark Magical Circle and Soul Servant, and I got Dark Magician to my hand. So I basically just waited to see what they were going to do. So they summoned that, and I was like, alright, let me use Maxi real quick. This guy, I reckon, should have kept summoning because they are using Sword Soul, which is a very powerful deck. But they decided to end the turn, which I don't blame them, because every time someone uses Maxi, I stop too, you know? But I'm using, like, Blue Eyes and Dark Magician mainly. This guy's using Sword Soul. Like, he can, like, set up a super broken field, even if I have a bunch of cards in my hand. But this guy's lost, I guess. So I got Skill Drain, which I was very happy about. But you know what's funny? I summoned Baron against a Sword Soul player. That felt amazing. I was like, oh my god, look at this. Look at this. This is your card, right? So I played Secret Village of the Spellcasters. I didn't summon Dark Magician this turn because I wanted to banish something they do, you know? So they were going to summon that, and I was like, alright, perfect time to use Eternal Soul. But yeah, I guess this guy just only has monster cards in their hand. Monster cardo. Draw. So I summoned Dark Magician. That got summoned. I banished that. I hate that card. Get out of here. Then they played that. Summoned that. Link summoned into... yeah, whatever. Then they went to use that effect, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna negate that. Nah. That's what I'm gonna use my negate on. I'm not too worried. I have Skill Drain. I have Solemn Judgment. I'm gonna use Skill Drain eventually, so I might as well just use this quickly. So anyway, they summoned, you know, this dumb, stupid Sword Soul. Synchro summoned into Baron. And I'm like, this field ain't big enough for 2 Barons, so I use Solemn Judgment on their one. I'm like, I'm the Sword Soul player now, get out of here. Then they went to use their effect. I'm like, that's cool. They summoned that. I don't think they had like a Sword Soul monster or something in their hand because the effect didn't go off. Anyway, they link summoned into this. They discarded that. Oh, I guess they didn't. No, it's not a Sword Soul card. So I used Skill Drain here. And yeah, went through because, you know, they can't do anything. That got negated. And then they ended their turn. So I easily could have won here, but I mean, I'm going to win. This is the turn I win, but I did something a little, you know, I wanted to do this. It's been a while since I've done this. So I got Secrets of Dark Magic. So I used Soul Servant to draw it. Then I link summoned into, you know, that dragon Imduck. Now I can just summon Dark Magician, banish the link, and attack with all my monsters. However, I wanted to fuse into Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, which you'll be seeing a lot of soon when we get to Mice United Dragon, whenever Konami decides to add Battle of Chaos Dark Magician cards to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So attacked with Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, Ember on, and it was GG. I pretty much stopped everything they could do, and honestly I was so happy about that because Sword Soul just can't stop doing things, and I was just happy about that. Honestly, I was very, very happy. Alright, it's going to be the last duel. This duel was saved some time ago. It's going to be the last duel. This is like one of my favorite OTKs. So this is the duel where it's against Branded and Tri-Brigade. So again, I'm starting with Dark Magician Girl. Oh my god, always. Anyway, they just doing a bunch of try getting some bitches monster effects. You know how it is. That, yep. And they summon that, use its effect, banish those to link summon into that. Then they summon that other link, use that graveyard effect. Yeah, I think pretty much later they play Predaplant and summon Mirror Jade because, you know, it's Branded and Tri-Brigade. So that's pretty easy for them to do. Just doing a bunch of things like this, and that's when I realized that they were using Branded with Tri-Brigade, and I was just like, come on, man. Come on. Then Branded Sword activated. So I got that back from their banished area to their hand. And they link summoned into Predaplant. Yep. Then they used that to draw a card and then place a card back to the deck from their hand. So yeah, Branded Fusion. And they summoned Mirror Jade. And then that monster's effect went through so they could get that stupid trap card, Tri-Brigade Revolt. Try getting some bitches Revolt. So I'm like, please don't banish Magician's Rod, please. Like, just negate it, whatever. Perfect. Because now I can summon this fusion, which is going to screw you over so much. So I use Super Polymerization, use the 3 dark monsters on the field to go into this Predaplant monster. This negates link summons, so GG. So I got Secrets of Dark Magic with Magician's Rod. They couldn't target Magician's Rod because, you know, I fused it before it got targeted by Infinite Impermanence. So I summoned Dark Magician with Magician Souls. I attacked. They could have used the trap card there, but they waited. So I attacked again. And then I used Secrets of Dark Magic. Went to the Dark Magicians. I could have drawn a card if I wanted to when they activated their trap card, but I'm like, nope, I just want to attack. I don't care. So I did all this. They summoned those monsters, and I don't know why they went into this one, but yeah, they did. So I negated it with Predaplant. I'm like, dude, do you know what Predaplant does? Negated it. Asked me if I want to draw a card. I said, no, just attack, and they left. And I ranked up. It was amazing. Alright, so this is the deck I was using in the replays. See, 1 copy. And I always get her in my starting hand. But I have 3 Secret Village of the Spellcasters, 1 Terraforming, and Metaverse. So it's just a lot of ways to get that field spell. I'm gonna have 3 Apprentice just so I can summon a Spellcaster easily. But yeah, honestly, it's been going like great. Sometimes when you get a little bricked, you know, nothing you can really do about it. So just waiting for the Battle of Chaos Support and Dragoon, hopefully for the 1st anniversary. Speaking of the 1st anniversary, soon I'll have a video uploaded, just basically talking about what I want for the 1st Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel anniversary. So yeah, alright, going to end it here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!